When I had this vision of wanting to build a house, and after I found DEN as like the perfect marriage, I thought I wanted to have something very Scandinavian influence that would be totally immersed in nature. So I had this obsession years ago where we would do this Yakasugi, Shisugi band wood siding, and I found this great company in Portland that actually does it in a more traditional way. A lot of people you'll see do the DIY where they're burning the siding with like a blowtorch, but traditionally the wood siding is supposed to be put in a triangle, and then they burn it so the flame kind of, you know, chars it from the ground up. But this company actually does the kilning in-house themselves, and surprisingly you would think it would be super expensive, but really the cost is not much more than natural siding. So for the siding, I wanted to splurge a little bit on it, because you can see the beautiful contrast between the natural cypress, which is actually clear grade, so that's the high-end cypress, and then the burnt cypress is the Yakasugi, and I think that plays a nice dance between light and dark. As you come into the hutch, I wanted you to experience this wide open space. I did it extremely true to the DEN plans. Like I said, I pretty much built it to spec, but all of my trim finishes, I wanted to be as natural and organic as possible. I didn't use any stains in the house. All of the cabinetry and the flooring was natural hardwood. I just wanted it all to sort of flow and have a rhythm to it. And that's why I chose, when you come in here, you see this beautiful white oak flooring and these white oak trim packages here with this mud bench, and that'll take us right into the kitchen. Minimalism I enjoy the aesthetic of it, so I wanted to do the less is more attitude. And I went with a lot of natural and neutral colors, sort of keeping more into this cabin feel. So these cabinets are all hardwood oak. There is no stain on it whatsoever. The only protection on it is some beeswax, so I really wanted to bring out just this beautiful natural element of it. For the appliances, I definitely splurged a little bit on it. I went with the Fisher & Paykel. I really like the sleekness about it. The black on the white oak gives it a really nice look. So for the stovetop, the oven, and the dishwasher, which was a panel ready, I went with Fisher & Paykel. The fridge in itself, I did a panel ready fridge, so these go right onto it. So when you open it, it just opens right into this. And this is a fridge and a freezer combo. Smaller appliances, believe it or not, do cost a little bit more money. That was something new that I learned. But again, being that it's smaller space, you could splurge a little bit. To finish off the appliances, I did a stackable Electrolux washer and dryer, and in total all of these cost about $10,000, maybe a little bit more, but all in all not too bad. This is our main space. This is where all the fun happens. These beautiful 25-foot cathedral ceilings make this space feel wide open, and there's no other place that I'd rather be sitting and enjoying this fireplace than on this couch where I can look out and see this creek. I wanted to feel like I could bring nature inside, and hopefully I accomplished that. One of the most incredible elements of the house is this wood burning stove. This house is actually efficient, so this can heat the whole house during the winter, and you don't even need the heating element. So it's pretty, you can enjoy a fireplace, but it's also functional as well. So this is the guest bedroom. It is a little bit of a tighter space, but I wanted to make it as minimal as possible, keeping the white oak theme alive. I have white oak furniture and some nice gold trim, which I think kind of brightens it up and gives it a little bit of a luxurious feel to it. All right, let's go check out the guest bathroom here. One of the complications, I was talking about a little bit of ways that I could have saved money, and I wanted to do concrete floors, but when I had the foundation built out of masonry block, I didn't know it would be a little bit of an issue that to do concrete in the bathroom would be a little complex because you have to have it as a certain thickness. So I had to find someone after the fact that would be able to put a real concrete skim coat on so it's level with the rest of the floor. Should we go upstairs? All right, let's do it. I had these handrails made for me. This is white oak, which kind of matches the aesthetic for the rest of the house. And let's take a look in the master bedroom. So this room is obviously one of the nicest parts of the house. It's big, the ceilings are tall. It's amazing that you're able to, I think a lot of people, their first thing they say in this house is, wow, it's a lot bigger than I'd expected. And I was surprised too, so I give DEN a lot of credit for that. But yeah, I'm able to get a king bed in here and still have a lot of space where you feel like you're not squeezed in a little spot. But as far as design elements, you know, again, I wanted to keep it very light and airy and all natural material, wool rug and oak bed. So yeah, take a look. This is probably one of my favorite nooks of the house. I wanted to put a little writing desk here for guests to be able to sit down and you know, do some work. It's small and compact and again, very minimal, but I think the white oak here is also a theme through the house, and this is a cozy little space to read a book or do some work. The master bathroom was the only modification that I made for this house. Originally in their plans, they had a closet space. So I wanted to have a second bathroom because I think it's important that the master had one. So I just brought it out a couple feet. And surprisingly, I was able to put in a full bath in there. So here's the master. Again, I incorporated the whole concrete, which kind of matches the patio and the bathroom downstairs. I also brought it up to the walls. Wanted to do this shower and tub space as well. It was daring, but you know, it surprisingly works and isn't super duper small. Money is always, you know, on everyone's mind. So I totally get there's gonna be tons of questions in terms of what things cost and, you know, is it worth the investment or not? I personally am an artist by trade, so I probably spent a little bit more than the average person would in terms of finishes and details, hoping that I would be able to enjoy this for many years to come. And also, if I do rent this out, that clients would appreciate all of the artistic choices that I made. Everyone always asks me that if I would do this again, but yeah, I loved it. I would 100% dive right back into it.